During the last crypto bull market, Solana dropped 70% mid-bull cycle, only to then go up a whopping 163x in the months that followed. Mana Decentraland dropped 77%, leaving everyone wondering whether there was ever going to be an altcoin season, whether their bags of crypto that were down heavily would ever recover, and following this, Mana did 194x. And right now, with the Bitcoin price pushing higher than the highest weekly close that we've ever seen before, many of you are wondering, will we ever see a recovery on the altcoins we're holding? Is this breakout that we're seeing today sustainable? And I'm here to tell you that all of those thoughts you're having are completely normal, and they are flashing an indicator to us on the Wall Street cheat sheet that couldn't be any clearer of what is about to come. And while it might not feel like it, the pain and stress and torture that you've been in through this last few weeks in crypto is going to pay off in the biggest way possible. You couldn't be luckier to be here where you are right now, I promise you. And I'm going to tell you exactly why that is during this video. So do me a favor, hit that like button. Let's get into today's video. Now guys, just a couple of days ago, I made a video on my YouTube channel, and I've become accustomed on my channel to getting lots of nice comments down below, people being pretty happy despite seeing ups and downs in the market. Although just a couple of days ago, not thinking that I said anything that outrageous, I had a huge amount of really upset, angry comments down below. And after years in these markets, there is only one indicator that we should really pay attention to. It isn't the price. It isn't any indicators that you can find on tradingview.com. It is simply the market sentiment. How you and me and everyone is feeling on any given day about where we are in this crypto bull market. And since I was getting so much salt thrown at me from a bunch of people who probably joined the markets back in December, I realized that we were somewhere down in this anger and depression phase, which in the box underneath tells you that you are at the point of maximum financial opportunity. Now, while prices go higher and lower and interest rates change and this news about Donald Trump and that news about Donald Trump happens, the only thing that will ever really indicate where we are in these crypto markets in any given time between highs and lows is the sentiment of the market, how people are feeling on any given day. And as we look across at the crypto bubbles chart today, we're seeing a lot of green, which is now leaving you, instead of feeling like happy and relieved and excited, you're probably wondering to yourself, tomorrow we'll just wake up to another red day. I know you're thinking like that because I am as well, which is why I refer to this, the Wall Street cheat sheet. Look, disbelief, okay? This rally will fail like the others. I am aware that this is not really a flashing signal, but it's flashing in terms of how obvious it is. It doesn't feel that obvious, but trust me, the sentiment is the biggest indicator that you can find anywhere. And the reason I wanted to show you the performance of Solana and Mana Decentraland, and there was so many others that I found as well from the last bull market, is to tell you that back then people were saying the exact same thing. Everyone was wondering whether we were even going to have a bull market because of rising interest rates, because of various news coming out from JP Morgan calling Bitcoin a scam, and BlackRock CEO saying that he wasn't really interested in crypto, and all these other things. It's all complete BS. The bull market moves up for 3 years, it comes down for a year, and this all happens because of liquidity cycles, quantitative tightening, quantitative easing, and over the top is always this smoke screen of news and excitement, and we all zoom in far too close, and we start to get a little bit scared. And I said this earlier, you are incredibly lucky to be in this crypto market right now, even if you've made significant losses since December. And here's the reason for that. You see, no one enters crypto when the markets are shit, which is when you should enter, okay? No one ever enters now. No one's having their first day in crypto today. If you are, then congratulations, but you're probably not. We only ever enter into the markets when the news starts to talk about it, or when our friends are starting to make lots of money in crypto and they tell us about it. We think to ourselves, that sounds like a good opportunity, and we all dive in, which means that inevitably, at any point, if we get in when the markets are good, we will then experience the pain. And since everyone has to arrive in this market, and everyone arrives at a point of glory and excitement, everyone will inevitably start to experience the pain afterwards. So if we know that, why are you so lucky? Well, because of this. We kind of saw some excitement in the market back in December, but we never saw crazy euphoria. And without that euphoria, we never had a full-blown bull market top. So instead, you saw a little bit of excitement, and then you've seen a lot of pain, which has been valuable for you because you know now that when markets are frothy and excited and whatever else, you should not be buying into them. You've learned some hard lessons in the last few weeks, particularly if you're buying the top of big green candles back in December. And now you've learned that lesson, and the most exciting phase of this bull market is yet to come. Meanwhile, the people who are going to start entering into this bull market in like May, June, July of this year, when the price of Bitcoin is like 150k plus, aren't going to have a clue about what happens when that bull market finally tops. And as they keep piling their money in and buying the dip, you're going to be there, the cool head, starting to take profits on those guys. And that's simply how this game works. So am I telling you right now that Bitcoin is guaranteed to carry on going up from here, from today onwards? Absolutely not. And in fact, I wish that the market makers would hold Bitcoin back a little bit longer so that I could continue to buy more crypto coins, because I know it is inevitable where we're heading next. But with this double bottom pattern forming here, the fact we've come back to retest the neckline perfectly, we're now starting to bounce higher, it does look like we are running out of time to accumulate different crypto coins. And you'll learn this. When we see dips in bull markets, it's a gift. Okay, it's an opportunity for you to be able to get in. On the flip side of things, when we see these big green candles, make sure that you learned your lesson from the pain that you've been in over these last few months, that you can't buy the top of green candles, no matter how good the news sounds, no matter which bank is going to be buying this, no matter what is going on in the news, no matter what people are telling you out there. Because the more the market moves up, the more hype and excitement you're going to hear from people telling you to be getting into coins, getting into coins. And without fail, you must realize that this chart doesn't change. It is always the same. You have to go up through this phase. We will end up in hope and optimism very quickly if Bitcoin breaks above all-time highs. You're going to get into belief. You're going to get into the thrill and euphoria. Don't get carried away. Remember what happened in December that led to this situation right now. This bull market is not different. I'm referring back to Solana and Decentraland and various other charts. You can see these stories are repeating over and over again. So how do I think this bull market's going to play out? What's going to happen? Will we have an altcoin season? Well, let me just answer a few of those questions. First things first, when Binance has decided to stop manipulating the market to try and take as much money as possible, and the US government and all the big banks, etc., have filled up their bags to the necessary amount, then we're going to send this much higher. Remember though, many people don't have the confidence yet. It's going to take a little bit of time before you get your confidence back. So Bitcoin will rally, the bigger investors will start to drive it forward, and then we'll start to see a lot of the large caps pushing on. Now, a lot of large caps push on initially, not because they're this tech or that tech, but simply because they are kind of household names within crypto. They're also available on Binance and Coinbase, which are big crypto exchanges, which is why lots of people go and buy them. I made a video just the other day explaining why Cardano, XRP, HBAR, ICP, Render, Jasmy were all going to pump. And everyone was like, yeah, it's because of the tech. And I was like, no. Maybe they do have good tech or don't have good tech, but the fundamental reason those coins pump first is because they're available to the people who want to ape in and buy green candles. Okay, so what happens? The big market makers swoon in. They use those coins to pump their own bags and get everyone excited. They continue to pump those coins up and up. Eventually, they start to take profits. Those coins will slow down. Around that time, we will start to see the wider crypto market feeling more confident because I've just made a 2x or a 3x on XRP and now I'm good to go again. And now I start to pump my money into whatever coin an influencer or anyone tells me about. At that point, those micro cap coins that you've been buying that are probably down significantly are going to see some significant gains. So what do? If you're holding those big cap coins, look to try and take some profits once you see rallies. If you're not, then I personally wouldn't be going and buying into them right now because I don't think there's a huge amount more upside on those bigger market cap coins. And if you end up selling coins that you're holding that are down to FOMO into coins that are up, guess what? You're going to do the same stupid stuff that you did in December that left you in this world of pain that you've been in over the last 6 weeks or so. So what can you do? Well, if you have any more money to DCA in and bring your average prices down, that's basically what I would be doing. If you don't have any money, then guess what? Go to a weekly chart, okay, which is this W up here on tradingview.com. You can click on this button so you can get candles and then you can have the same chart as this. And then just look at this, okay? Everyone was very panicked and scared at what was going on in the week because Bitcoin went down here. If I look at it on a weekly chart, it barely moved. And many people are overly concerned because you're zooming in too close. Take the blinkers off. Don't get too focused, okay? Many people will mess this up by trying to get too greedy too late on, okay? Personally, I've been as greedy as I can be about now. Okay, I'm not going to get any greedier as this bull market moves on. I'm not really going to add any more money to this bull market as soon as Bitcoin starts to go above $109,000, $110,000 because I've got all the money in that I want to have in. I'm going to start to look to take it out as all of those new people are starting to enter in who are starting to get into the euphoria, crazy times like that. And I'm not going to give you one of those, this is your last chance, because I get more salty comments down below. But give it a couple of weeks and I know you're going to be pretty glad that I was telling you this around this time. Okay, so what I said earlier with regards to Coinbase and Binance, These are good exchanges, very easy to use, and they're great if you're new to crypto, but they only have big market cap crypto coins on them. You're never going to find anything with under 100 mil market cap on those exchanges, which means that your upside gains are so limited. So I highly advise you go down below and sign up for a WEEX account and a Bitunix account. Now, both of these exchanges do not require KYC. So you buy crypto on Coinbase or whatever, you can send it across, and then you never have to KYC. You never have to tell these exchanges who you are, where you live, or anything like that. Now, WEEX is owned by MEXC, which does require KYC. Now, WEEX has over 650 different altcoins on it. Bitunix has nearly 400 different altcoins on it. Between these two exchanges, you can pretty much find every altcoin that you're ever going to want to invest in for this crypto bull market. Ones with like $5 million market caps and up. They obviously have all the major coins as well. If you sign up through the links down below, you can also get up to $20,000 worth of bonus for each of these different exchanges. These are both exchanges that I use every single day, mainly because of that non-KYC thing and the fact they've got lots of different altcoins. Obviously, other exchanges are available. Feel free to go and use them if you so wish. Now, guys, if you made it this far through the video, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe with the notification bell turned on. This week, I'm going to start to look into different altcoins that I'm personally holding in my portfolio. I'm going to start to tell you when I'm going to be taking profits on them, give price targets, etc. So I look forward to seeing you then. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.